Right back. Yeah. Can I Reaper this guy? The answer is yes, you can Reaper this guy. This build is even more ridiculous if you yokai shift. Oops. Right, he can parry yokai willies. I didn't mean to cancel the shift that early, but didn't matter. Honestly, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, this build is a lot more ridiculous if you yokai shift. Oh, okay. Honestly, good key damage. Only took 2. Ah, if that one didn't miss. Pretty good key damage on her. And then if he has no more key. Yeah, this build shuts her down a bit. Hilarious. The key damage. It's just so good. That was cool, right? No? Just me? Whatever, listen. I'm not gonna waste your time too much, I promise. You just saw what the build is capable of. You just saw it delete the key of those 2 bosses in 1 and 2 attacks. In the Underworld, no less. You also just saw how they were trying to recover their key, but before they could finish the animations, they lost their key again. So we really don't need to talk about if it works. We just need to talk about how it works. And me, your goat of goats shape here will explain just that. I'll break this down for you so you can leave me a like and a comment and a sub and join my memberships because I'm that cool of a guy, right? No? Wait, what do you mean no? Wait, 1 second. Anyway, key damage in Nioh is strong. I think a lot of people overlook it, and in case you are one of them, think about it. If your opponent has 0 key, what can they do to you? Nothing. This is a build that makes that happen. It deletes their key, and not just that, but by deleting their key, you become stronger, and you deal more damage. Enemies that are out of key already take more damage, so let's add a little more flair to it. Let's add finishing flair, which scales your damage inflicted higher based on your key damage. Sound good? And hey, putting them out of key means you can grapple them, right? So let's magnify that to the moon too. Sound good? Alright, so there's 3 important parts of this build that I want to point out and I want to argue. Well, no, these are not negotiable. Well, number 1, you have to join the Maeda Clan. They provide a ridiculous damage bonus to grapples, and you will constantly be knocking enemies into a grapple state. I don't think I need to explain why this is mandatory. It is hard to overstate how strong this is, but as you can see, it is one of the most popular clans. That alone should probably tell you enough, right? Number 2, you need to run purity weapons. Not corruption, not lightning. I mean, listen, you can run whatever element you want at your peril, but purified opponents take 50% more key damage. And for a key damage build, this makes sense, no? Feel free to run whatever. Fire, lightning, corruption, whatever. Just don't be surprised if your results are a little different. And then 3rd, the cornerstone of this build. It is a set called the Moonlight Flutist. You get it from the Demon Slayers map here in DLC 2. There is a certain dork named Fujiwara no Yasumasa that will drop the smithing text for you to craft. You can quite literally snowball from there as you have more than what you need to cripple all of the content until you get to the point where you can acquire the Ninigi Grace and the higher New Game Plus cycles. At that point, you will pair Ninigi with Moonlight Flutist. That is going to be your build. You will delete Ki just by looking in the general direction of your opponent. It is so strong, I promise you. There's one more thing. You ever watched the Jackie Chan cartoon where it's like, one more thing? There's one more thing. It's optional, but you need to try it out at least once you have the build going. The Kusarigama has a skill called Winter Dawn. It is, I kid you not, a global increase to ki damage. This means it doesn't just increase your melee ki, it increases ki damage from all sources: guns, magic, soul cores. It is a 50% damage increase. 50. I don't need to explain how stupid this is, right? And so, grand reveal. If you look at my character stats here, you can see 108% melee ki damage bonus, 30% active skill ki damage bonus, and then it's magnified by purity, and then it's magnified by Winter's Dawn. And you can understand why the ki damage is as silly as it is, right? There's one more piece of the puzzle: finishing flare. It's given by both Moonlight Flutist and Ninigi. They stack. And effectively, the more ki damage that you have, the more damage that you deal to the opponent. Does that make sense? And if you can find a scroll that has it, you can find a scroll that has finishing flare B or B minus. And altogether you can have, let me pull it up, triple A minus finishing flare. And this increases all the damage you deal when the enemies are out of ki. This is melee attacks, grapples. If they're out of ki, your damage to them is magnified. And they will be out of ki frequently. You want to pile onto that? Helmets can roll, also scrolls, but helmets can roll a starred stat called enemy out of ki attack bonus or something stupid like that. Listen, get that too, your damage to the moon. And that's it. I'm out of your hair. I don't want to do too much more yapping. I just wanted to show how effective this build can be even in the Underworld. Honestly, my brain turned to mush face rolling the content so easily. So personally, I'm not a fan of it. I'll be retiring it here. But I wanted to prove that a ki damage centric build could clear the Underworld, and it did very, very easily. Need proof? In the description is a link to the stream where I cleared all 108 floors of the Underworld. There's also a playlist, so you can see the entire Dream of the Nioh playthrough with the setup if you have any doubts. I stream daily, so if you want to drop by and ask questions about the build or any other build I've made, feel free. I'm always happy to talk about Nioh. I stream other games during the week, but Nioh in particular, Friday through Sundays. I'm always happy to talk about Nioh. Builds, weapons, strategies, whatever. You got a weapon request, you want to see me, use whatever weapon, I got you. You want to see me style on a specific boss, just pull up and let me know. And since we're at the end of the video, how about that like? How about a comment or a sub? I'd appreciate it. I appreciate you guys in general. Thank you for watching. Love you. Peace.